Okay, so before this pandemic hit, where like these bike shops made gobs and gobs of money like crazy, essentially every bike shop was essentially insolvent. I mean, a high percentage for like a decade. How do I know this, right? Well, all you have to do is read Bicycle Retailer, like its brain, Bicycle Retailer and Industry News, bicycleretailer.com, and you read what the bike shop owners say, and they'll tell you they're broke. And if you talk to the wholesalers, they're all owed money and no one pays. I mean, it's like it's uniform. They stop giving credit because it's crazy. They only give credit through like Amex started like providing credit to this backdoor credit. So, like, essentially wholesalers didn't have to actually give the credit. They would go through Amex through this backdoor ridiculous credit where Amex was just giving credit to everybody. It's like absurd. And one wholesaler told me, he's like, man, if they're giving it, you might as well take it because it's not gonna last forever. They're just giving money away. It's like, I never took it. I was like, this is funny stuff. I don't need it. It was just weird. But anyway, everybody owes everybody money in the bicycle industry. No one's paying. Everybody got gobs of money last year. Trust me, it's going to dry out in no time at all. And if you read in the industry journals, Smart Detailing is actually, I think it's owned by Steve Flagg. If it's not, it's owned by QBB, like one of the two. I think he bought it though. And a lot of these bike shops, just use them for everything. So, there's no pricing variability in the market, which means it's a non-competitive market, which means it's crazy. Like what kind of market is non-competitive since the beginning of time? Everything gets competitive, right? In different ways, not necessarily on pricing in many ways, but pricing is definitely one of the reasons. But if you read, all the journals, everybody's trying to talk about, minimum advertised price is the solution for the industry, which is just comically ludicrous. So the map is the solution that, literally makes my head spin. In the next video, I'm going to tell you why it's just contradictory and it's destined to failure. And everyone who buys into this will eventually just fail. They have to because it's contradictory. I'll explain. And this guy, Fred Clement, used to write like crazy about the map and all this gibberish stuff that just didn't make any sense at the end of the day. And, I was pretty vocal saying, hey, you actually make no sense. I mean, actually, he would make the negative sense, right? If there's a positive in it, he would do the opposite, right? And I still can't believe, industry executive who, was spewing this gibberish that, and people listen to this and they think it makes sense. It's like, what's going on? It doesn't make any sense. And I'll quickly just define, if people sign up for a minimum advertised price in the global market, the deal is that in the global market, you can get every single brand overseas that you just can. You bring the stuff in and you don't sign a map, so you're not limited. No one can compete with you. You can clear out the entire market because no one can even touch because they're all selling it, let's just say for $100. You're free. You could sell it for $99 or $92, make it $90, whatever. Obviously, you can get some price advantage by going overseas because you get OEM pricing. You sell for $90, get 10% off. No one can go to $90. They all sign the map. They're done. They're sticking at 100. You're at 90 all day. They can't even begin to compete. It's like ludicrous. In a global economy, these maps are destined to fail. They will only fail for the people who buy into them. The people who circumvent them will succeed. It's like, great. I'm like, look at this. And I've been sharing exactly what I just mentioned in the industry journals. I was like, y'all understand, I'll just buy a bunch of stuff, liquidate it, and y'all can't compete with me and you're screwed. And they just can't hear that. That's too, it's too complicated. Like the map literally disables somebody from being competitive. And so if somebody finds some efficiency, boom, it's just ridiculous. All right, thank you for watching.